Hey guys, it's me, Bricks and Kyber, back with another video. And today, I have quite an interesting topic. I'm going to discuss the 3 Black Series figures that I think are the most underrated that released this year. But before we jump into it, if you were to leave a like on this video, I'd appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so people will tell you that the essential Black Series figures of this year will probably be Ahsoka, or Fives, or some of the clones, and some of the more popular characters. But today I want to talk about the underdogs of Black Series, the most underrated figures that are really passed by on people's radars when doing their lists. So let's not drag any further, as here are the 3 figures that I personally believe are some of the best of the year, and really are underrated. Starting off the list, we have Cassian Andor from Andor, and this is his variant from Ferrix. Now, interestingly enough, this figure actually released last year in a convention exclusive where Andor came with BMO as well, but he got a single release this year in the Andor wave with Luthen and Mon Mothma and Vel, though in some countries that released before, and this is really the problem with this list as well. I'm sorry, I don't really know how specifically these figures released around the world, so I mostly just picked on when they were released in my country, which is Poland, so Europe, and the Andor figures came in 2023 in Europe, so that's why I have him on the list. And this figure is just phenomenal. Starting off with the articulation, it's really great. As for the accessories, he just comes with his blaster, but the face is amazing. It really captures Diego Luna's likeness, as well as the entire sculpt of the coat. You can really get him into some great positions, and what I love about this figure is you can really also just mess around with it. With most Black Series figures, the joints are very stale and they're very iced, but with this figure they're very smooth, and you can really get him into some great poses, and you can really have some fun with this figure. Next on the list, interestingly enough, is a figure that I personally almost passed up on, as I had the previous iteration of this character and I thought that was enough. But then I saw the review that Lankspeeder Luke made of this figure, and I had to check it out for myself, as he really said that this figure is one of the best of the year, and I was like, oh wow, well really? So I checked it out, I bought it, and I have to agree with him. Cal Kestis is an amazing figure. He of course comes with BD1 as well, and his lightsaber, and also an amazing blaster, which looks like a classic revolver from Western movies, and it really fits great into Cal's hand, and you can get him into some great positions with that blaster. Not only that, with the sword as well, I mean, he has butterfly joints, and his also entire arms can really stretch in many different ways, so you can have him with many different iconic lightsaber poses that really wasn't possible with many of the Jedis that we've had before in the line. Also, his legs of course have those amazing pinless knees, same as Andor had them, so they're really smooth, and the joints are also really smooth on this figure, same as Andor, so it's really easy to just fiddle with him and get him into different sort of positions, and I definitely recommend this as this pickup, as really you get 2 figures here for your deal, as you get BD1 as well, which is great. I really wish Andor came with BMO, but BMO is a bigger character, and I guess they wanted to keep something as well for the convention, though I really hope that BMO comes back later. But anyway, Cal Kestis, really great. The one gripe with this figure that I do have is the face. I think the face doesn't really look like Cal Kestis. I think the older face was much better and looked more similar to Cameron Monaghan. This one, it looks, for example, too, in my opinion, pixel. It looks very smooth. It looks unnatural. It looks like Cameron Monaghan, but it looks like Cameron Monaghan with a Snapchat filter, where he has like a very smooth face. So it's very shiny. But if you have Mr. Super Clear Spray, then that you can get that fixed. But even after that Super Clear Spray, he's still very shiny for some reason, which is unfortunate, but still a phenomenal figure that I'd recommend. And lastly on the list, we have one of the greatest American comedians living, Bill Burr, aka Migs Mayfield. I really love this figure. It has great accessories, comes with all 4 blasters, and this is of course his appearance from Mando Season 1, as we got before a Migs Mayfield back when last year, but that was his appearance from Season 2, and the one that I'm talking about is of course from Season 1, as I think he is just a better figure. He has great articulation, also same as Cal and as Andor, you know, he has those pinless joints on his arms and legs, and you can really get him in some great poses, and of course he has all the blasters, so we can recreate all the scenes with him shooting. He has also the little backpack that also spits out a blaster, which is great, and the face is amazing. The likeness to Bill Burr is really there, and a fantastic figure overall that I'd definitely recommend you to pick up. So those were my 3 figures that I really thought went under the radar this year, and that people really should get, as they'd made excellent additions to your Black Series collection. But let me guys know, what are some of your favorite figures that in your opinion are underrated from this year? Without further ado, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye!